Hi, it's Mary at the Paper Turtle, and I am here with the craft along video with my haul stuff from the last haul. And I'm thinking, I realized I need to lift you up, I think. I realized from watching that haul video that you were out of frame for not most, but some of the video. So I'm trying to fix this. See, if I move you up, it gets out of proportion. I don't know. I'm going to try it here. Anyway, welcome to the Paper Turtle. And today I am, like I said in the other video, I am going to make a journal out of these jeans. I'm going to attempt it. Before I do, though, there was two things. I talked about this swap. It's a denim and lace journal swap. But when I talked about it in the haul video, I mentioned the wrong Facebook group. This is in the Junk Journal Junkies chat group. There's Junk Journal Junkies, and then they have sister groups, and they have JJJ, which stands for Junk Journal Junkies, chat. You have to be a member of Junk Journal Junkies and then join the chat group. And they have, and I think the event might be posted in both groups, I'm not sure. But I know it's in the chat group because that's the one I use the most. So it is not in the Facebook group that I mentioned in the other video. It's in that other one, in case you're looking for it. I went to go look for it to get the measurements on the journal, and I couldn't find it in that other group. I'm like, oh no, did they cancel it? But no, it's in that group. So that was number one thing I had to tell you. Number two thing, I forgot, because I had set it aside. In that last haul, I had picked up this stamp. Isn't this a cool looking stamp? This, I knew it was probably a signature stamp, but I couldn't read it. But I love the stamp itself. Look at how old and vintage this stamp is. I thought it was really cool. It was $1, so I bought it just for the heck of it. Now, what this stamp is so cool. I'm going to show you if it'll come out with this color. I think it should be okay. I'm going to have to play around with what ink is going to work best on it. But what it is it's somebody's signature, and I can't really read it. It's kind of, all right, are you in frame? This was part of my problem here. It's kind of an old, I mean, obviously it's handwritten signature, but it's, to me, the writing seems old style to me. And it says Captain underneath. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I love it. I know one thing. I'm going to use it in my Outlander journal. Just because I think it'll go cool in there. But yeah, it's not the crispest stamp, but I think if I play with the inks, I can come up with one that's going to work pretty good with it. But I love that. So, all right, on to my journal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this on the front cover of the journal. The journal is going to be 9x6. It has to have just one single signature in it, so it's not a huge journal. 9x6 is the maximum size. I think maybe 5x7 is the small size, the minimum. I'm not really sure, but I'm doing the maximum because this pocket is just under 6 inches. So I need the 6-inch width. So what I'm going to do first off is cut this panel, this leg of these pants. I'm trying to get as close to the seam as I can because I want as much of the fabric over here as I can have so that I can wrap it around the edge of the journal. around the cover. And I'm thinking, if I can do it, my scissors probably aren't the best, but they are my fabric scissors, so what I would like is to cut it. I want the seam, I think, on the front of the journal. So I'm going to cut it up here so that I have enough to wrap around again. And then I'm going to cut it. I'm going to do the front and the back in 2 pieces. And then I will wrap some lace or trim or something. It's supposed to be denim and lace, so there was some kind of lace or lace trim around the spine. That's my plan. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm hoping that that's going to work. And if it doesn't, we're going to find out. All right, so this is going to be the front. And I'm going to use a file folder as the base. So I need to size my file folder to 9 by 6. So 6. By 9. So there's the base. And what I'm planning is for this to go on the cover like that. And some of it will wrap. See, this is like just 6 inches right here. The pocket is. So that's where I'm going to have what I have to center this on. Maybe I should have made it just a little bit wider. Maybe like 6.5. I think maybe I'll do that. I know that's a little bit bigger than the rules, but I have to, or it's not going to fit. I'll be right back. I'll just grab another file folder. And I'm okay with cutting up another file folder. I don't consider it a waste because I will use this for a different journal. So I'm going to make it 6.5. It just has to be. Sorry. Sorry for the rule makers. I don't really think whoever's going to get it is going to mind that it's a 1/2 inch wider than the rules. Then that way my papers can be 9 by, I'm going to scooch this up to 9 1/8. I'm going to cheat. And my papers can be 9 by 6 and they'll fit in there perfectly. Okay. So now, see, and it just fits on there. It just fits. So when I glue that, I'm going to have to really wrap it. I mean, really center it. So that's going to go there. I'm going to just cut the width of it so that I know, so I'm not working with all this bulk. I'm going to make it a little bit longer in case I want to wrap it. I don't know exactly how I'm going to put this on here yet, but we'll figure it out as we go along, I hope. What would be kind of cool on the bottom is if I could fray this and have it frayed sticking down on the bottom. That would look cool, wouldn't it? Like a pair of cutoffs. I might do that. So I won't do anything with the bottom. So then this will be on the cover. I'm going to have a heck of a time getting that straight. And then, ooh, that's going to be lumpy right there. I'm going to have to do the inside first because that's so lumpy. And I think let me think about this a minute though. Yeah, because I can always trim that straight. That's not straight. This is going to be interesting to see if I can get this so that it is straight. I might end up, see, because it's not straight. I don't think the pocket is straight on the fabric. So I can't really line up, like I can't line this seam up on the paper because, well, maybe I can. Should I glue that down first? Or should I? I'm going to do the inside paper first because I think it's going to be easier that way. With this button makes it really lumpy and I won't be able to put this on smoothly if I put if I put this on first, then I won't be able to put the inside paper on smoothly. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't have any paper picked out, so I am going to pause you. I'm going to find my paper and then I will be right back, so don't go anywhere. And my camera's all crooked. What's up with that? Sorry. All right, hold on. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back, I hope. And I remembered, it didn't take me long to find this because I luckily remembered I had this paper stack. I think I picked this up at an estate sale or something. I don't remember buying this myself, or somebody maybe gave it to me, but it's one of the die cuts with a view stacks that they used to sell at Michael's or Joann's or somewhere. I don't know if they sell these anymore. I have no idea. But it's called the Denim stack. And I remembered that I had this and I was like, oh, yes. So it's a really cool, it's got some really cool stuff in it that I'm going to use in this journal, I think. So I went through, I want to show you one that I really like that I'm going to use, not yet, but I will use it in the journal. This one. I don't know how much of it you can see, but that is so cute. So my idea, this is my inspiration. This is a denim and lace journal, right? But as accents throughout the journal, I could use this red handkerchief color and motif just in little spots throughout the journal to add a little bit of color to it. What do you think about that? And then the rest of it, of course, denim and lace. So it'd be denim and lace and red handkerchief. I just absolutely, I don't know if you can see that. I love this. I love this page. I love this paper. So I'm going to figure something out to do with that. But for the inside of the journal, I'm going to use these two. This one on the back and this one on the front. And I know it's going to cut off about there somewhere. That's okay. I'm all right with that. And then this one is going to be the back side. So I need to cut these the right size. And so that's going to be 6.5. Are they both even? They better be. Yep, 6.5 by 9 1/8 is what I need my papers to be. so let me cut off the end part here. So I need 6.5 this way. And 9 1/8 this way. Oh, that's perfect. That works out just perfect. So that's going to go right here. Yep. And then the other one. Come on, lay straight. Why are you not laying straight? Is the paper crooked? What's going on? I don't know. It could be crooked, I guess. Six inches from this way. This way. Yes. 6.5. 6.5. Get it right, Mary. 6.5. 9 1/8. It was 9 1/8, right? Yes. Please tell me yes. Yes. Okay. I can forget a measurement from 1 minute to the next. I don't know why, but I can, and it's doesn't help me. All right. So these are going to be in here like this. I think what I'm going to end up having to do is I'm going to have to trim that. That's not right. I guess, no, I need to trim off just a little bit on here. Why? Did I not measure it right? How about this side? Yep, just a tiny sliver on each one. I think what I might have to do on this is again, this doesn't look straight, but is when I put that cover on, I think I'm going to have to do it so it has frayed edges, because I don't want to wrap the fabric around it, because it'll it won't work right. And I've got this design on here that, yeah, that's better. That gives me a little bit of space in between. Height needs, why are these not even and straight and everything? I think it's my cutter. That's all right. I'll even it up later. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these on here. And I'm using a glue stick, but it's a heavy duty extra strength glue stick. And I think I needed to get a new one so I don't be flopping around. Don't be flopping around. Oh my gosh, Mary. Who taught you English? So I'm not, so my glue stick's not falling all over the place. I have some right here. sometimes I can get a good deal on this at Ollie's. This was $1.29. And it is the Craft Bond Extra Strength. Works really well. If you're looking for a glue stick that's not super expensive. So I'm just covering the entire piece of paper, as you can see. No other way to do it, really. I mean, you can use wet glue. You can use any kind of glue you want, but when you're gluing a full sheet to a full sheet of paper, you really want to make sure that you have the whole surface covered, especially in the middle. You know, the ends, you can always sneak some glue under there, but if you don't have the middle covered, it leaves like a little air bubble, and you don't want that. And I'm sorry if I'm all over the place and getting out of frame. I'm having a hard time with that for some reason. And I seem to keep knocking my holder over here, and it jiggles the camera. My camera's loose again. It's not loose. The holder gets, I don't know, it gets so that it wiggles. I don't know why. Okay. Now I'm going to end up being like extra careful with this because it is going to someone else. So I want perfection. If I make this and I'm not happy with it, if I don't feel that this is like worthy of a swap with someone else, I just won't join this swap, and I'll keep it. But I would like to do this swap. I think it would be fun. But I'm a little nervous about it because, you know, I know you're not supposed to compare yourself to others, and I usually don't, but I'm always concerned that when I do a swap with made things, not a supply swap, not just, you know, but things that you're supposed to make, I get concerned that mine is not up to snuff because there's such gorgeous work out there. But I don't know if the ladies that make the really gorgeous stuff and sell it actually participate in the swaps. I don't know. I mean, even if they don't like sell it, people's stuff is just seems to be, I don't know, on a way higher caliber than mine. But I know that's just me, and everybody feels that way. And I try not to think that way and feel that way, but it's hard, you know. So I just kind of really try to be extra careful with everything when I'm doing it for a swap. And like I said in my other video, I've never actually swapped a journal before. I have swapped supplies and I've swapped some ephemera, but I've never actually swapped a whole journal. So I'm really extra nervous on this one. Alright, so there's my cover, my inside cover. Now my outside, this is going to be the tricky part, and I hope I can do this. What I'm going to attempt to do is get this on here and maybe just have the ends all frayed. What do you think about that? My plan is put this on the front, have a plain piece to put on the back, and then I'll wrap some lace or something around it. I think I already told you that. So here we go. You just got to jump in and do it, Mary. Just do it. All right, what I want to do, I need to stick a piece of paper in the middle so that my glue doesn't stick my thing together here. And I'm going to use this tacky glue. Or should I use this? I don't know which one is going to hold better. I've used both for fabric, but I've never done it on denim. I know this works for other fabric. Well, the other one works for, I've used this on trims that this doesn't work for, so I think this is a little heavier duty. Maybe I should use this. I guess I should use this one. I don't think I'm going to stitch this. I don't think I'm going to sew on it because, I mean, if this doesn't glue well, then I will go ahead and sew it. But, you know, denim is thick, and this, I have this edge on it here, which makes it even thicker. So I don't know if all of this will go through my sewing machine well. So I'm going to glue it, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not really worried about this glue seeping through because the denim is thick. So we'll try it. I'm keeping in the back of my mind, if I don't like how this comes out, it's not going anywhere. I'm trying to get plenty of glue on it so it will stick. I should get a card, and really should do that. Get my AARP card out. If I can get it. Spread the glue a bit. I hope that didn't thin it out too much. I guess we'll see. All right. Now, my whole thing here is to get this straight. And the pocket has to be on the file folder. Well, that feels like it's good. Now I need to pull it off the paper so I don't glue it to the paper. Okay. Open it up. I think that might work. I may have to, you know, strengthen down the corners a bit, but I think that's going to work. So now I'm going to trim these edges. And I'm going to trim it very close to the edge, and then I'm going to try to fray it a bit. Maybe I shouldn't have done it quite so close to the edge. I don't know. I chose the blue file folder on purpose so that if some of it ends up showing somewhere, it's not a big deal because it's blue, kind of denim-y looking. I have some stationery. It's denim paper stationery. It's kind of cool. I'm going to put some of that in here. I have ideas in my head. You know, I have collected horse stuff. And with the horse stuff comes denim stuff. right? So I have a few things. I think I have a few of the red, like, handkerchief things. Okay, so that's going to be my cover so far. It's not bad. It's heavy. It's not bad. I do want to fray this if I can. I don't know what the best way to do that. I know sometimes we take a pin. Probably should use like maybe something a little bigger, like a comb or something. How about my, where is it? My hole puncher thingy. This thing. Would that be a little, it's a little bigger than a pin. Yeah. That'll work its way out a little bit more, I think, as I'm handling it. Looks kind of good, right? Doesn't it? I think it does. I don't know. And this kind of evens it all up a little bit too, I think. Yeah, it takes that uneven cut off, which is a good thing. That one frayed up nice. And it, like I said, it'll get more frayed as it's handled, but it won't come completely frayed because it's glued. Put a little bit of glue right there. Everything else feels pretty good. Okay. I like it. I like it so far. I'm happy with it. All right, the back of it, I'm going to use this piece right here on the back. So I'll just cut that off. And there's bits and pieces of these pants that I think I can use inside it. Like it's got this cuff on the bottom. That can be a pocket or a side tuck or something. I want to use the waistband somehow. I'm not sure how, but we'll see. And then we have the side pockets, which, let me see how much of this I need. Okay. So really only need to cut to about here. I could do something with these front pockets too. I like that for the back. And that'll be easy. I'll just glue that right on there. I think it's going to be a little bit hard to work in it because of that button on the front, but it's not bad, and I think that I can work with it. You know what I mean? You can always put a writing board in it if you're actually going to write in it. I'm really excited about getting this cover done. If I can get this cover done, the inside I don't worry about. I can decorate the inside. I have, you know, pretty good confidence in myself on the inside, but it's just the outside, the journal itself, the whole feel of it that I have my reservations about all the time. I'm going to do it this way. And this needs to be all the way up here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's all right. I got it. I got it. You know what? I didn't use a glue stick on this. Why did I put a glue stick on there? That's not going to stick. Mary, you were watching me telling me, Mary, you better put some better glue on there. Oh my God, that was stupid, wasn't it? Oh well. No big deal. I got it. I don't know what I was thinking. Usually though, if I'm putting fabric on and then I'm going to sew, a glue stick holds it just fine until I get it to the sewing machine. So, I don't know if that's what I was thinking, or I just put my glue in the trash. Where's my head? I think I'm just overexcited about this. Okay, let us try this again. Pull it over this way a little bit, I think. Down. Yeah, it's not quite, I cut it just a tiny bit short, but enough that it's good enough. I think that'll work because it's covered. Woo-hoo. That is looking cool. I like that. I like how that looks. All right, and then make sure I don't have glue on there, which I do. Get that off. It's shiny paper, so you can see the glue on there. We don't want the glue on there. Okay. Oh, this is going to look awesome. I think it's going to look really good, you guys. I'm very excited about this. You know, I went from apprehension to excitement. I love it. I love when that happens, when it comes together and you feel good about it, you know, because it's a scary thing. Sometimes it's just a little bit scary. But you have to go for it. You have to try it, because if you don't, you know what I should have done was ink these edges first. But that's all right. I think I can still do it. If you don't try something, you're never going to know if you like doing it or if it comes out. You won't know if you don't just try it. All right. Let us fray some edges here. This one's a little bit longer than that one. Let me trim that just a tiny bit more. That's the best way for me to do that. It really just needs to be here. Still a little bit longer, but that's all right. It's not going to matter. I don't know if I have any lace here that's going to work on this for me or not. And I also have to decide, do I want to put the spine lace on now, or do I want to put it on like after I sew the signature in, so that it covers the signature? I might want to do that. Since this isn't one continuous piece of fabric, I might sew my signature in first and then put the lace on the spine. Oh, this is like so awesome. I just want to see what it's going to look like, and I want to show you what it might look like. I'm just going to take a random piece of trim here. This is probably not the one I'm going to use. I might use it. I don't know. But it's just one I had sitting here. So I'm going to, I don't know how this is going to work. It might have to be a smaller piece of trim. But my idea was to wrap it around the spine like this. So that gets the lace on it. But it looks like it's going to have to be narrow because of this right here, which is fine. I have plenty of narrow lace. Let me see if I have a good one for an example here. What about this? Let's just play with this. I like this one, I think. I wish it wasn't as dark, but see, it's going to have to be really narrow on this side of the spine because of this pocket. But that will work. And I can put more decoration on here. Something like that would work just fine. And maybe I'll put, I don't have one sitting right here, but I could put like a doily or something on here, or a lace trimming, or so. I will come up with something. So, all right, I'm gonna end the video here because my next thing is going to be, I'm going to sew the signature in before I put this lace on the cover, so that I cover up the signature laces. And I don't have my signature ready. I don't have it put together. So I'm going to just end the video here. But here is the beginning of my denim and lace journal. I hope it's going to be, I don't know if I should do something else on the back. I'll have to see once I get that trim on. I'll have to see what else I can throw on here. Ooh, I'm excited about it though. I think it's going to be fun to put this together, and yeah, I hope it comes out wonderful. We'll see. Thank you for watching, and I guess I'll do a part 2 of this journal, show you how it all comes out. Keep an eye out for that one. See you later. Bye.